If they do that, they're going to be very, 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 very tough to beat.
Wilson! Oh! And we are tied!
Let's go! Call them five slamma jamma.
And I don't ever let them forget where we come from.
Getting those phones out. Report me acting ignorant.
Dion Kris got his way through, and he may go! Kris is in! Houston leads out of nowhere!
Seventh heaven for Houston. The Cougars advance to their seventh Final Four.
Go Coogs! Let's go! It's so good! The dream remains alive for the Houston Cougars!
I was muted. There we go. Welcome to another episode, the Tuesday evening edition of Let's Rage Coogs, presented by the Saxenian family. We are coming off a 76-73 loss for the third-ranked Houston Cougars against 17th-ranked Tennessee. It was a tough game. Great finish. Houston not able to come away with the win in the final stretches, and really ultimately it was that cold stretch in the middle of the second half, towards the tail end of the second half, that kind of doomed Houston over Tennessee. But we'll talk about this loss. We also like to say shout out to Star Pizza for being a sponsor on this edition of Let's Rage Coogs. Kris, Dayon, how are you doing on this Tuesday evening?
I'm doing great. How y'all doing?
I'm doing great as well. Doing good.
So let's get into this game. What went wrong? What went well for Houston in this, suffering their first loss of the season to the Vols, and they now fall to 6-1 and will not be getting the extra $1 million of the Players Are a Festival event this time here in 2025.
Well, I don't think they're going to get that anyway, based on the point differential.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a learning lesson. The loss, that scoring drought, missing 11 straight field goals in the second half. That was a huge factor. But two things: defensively, the team is still not in sync, not on the same page. Yeah. On the help, the rotations, Chris Sinak is he's still learning when to be helping, what to do on the pick and rolls and all that stuff. Learning lesson for him. His fifth foul, he was off balance when he tried to help out in heads on the ball handler going down the sideline. But on a positive, one thing I hope Fluff is able to join us and talk to us tonight is I loved Kingston Fleming in the last minute or two when he waved off the screen and said, "No, I got it," and attacked the paint and finished strong. That's what I love. That's the positive I'm going to take from this.
Absolutely. He didn't have no hesitation. Radolph got to the basket, and then even in the closing seconds, the stop and pop for the three-pointer, he looked like a star. Bounced back tremendously from his bad shooting performance last night against Syracuse.
Yeah, he definitely did. I think the offense flows better when we play through him. It's just his threat to get downhill, break down the defense, put so much pressure on the defense. But he played well tonight. I think they're in spots could have maybe looked to get the ball to him just a little bit more in the half court set. So allow him to initiate the offense a little bit more. But it was a lot of positives. I think just the one thing that I'm seeing, just when we bring the double team on the monster, that next rotation guys getting there a tad bit too late because Tennessee was prepared. They knew exactly the defense and where we were going to run. So they intentionally threw the ball and waited for the second double to come, and they dove right on it with their opposite big. So I think it's really on that back man to be able to rotate down and get in front and make that pass a little harder. So just kind of a little simple mistakes like that.
And I'm looking at the field goal drought. Missed three-pointer Flemings. Missed turnaround jumper, Sinak. Missed three-pointer, Sinak. Let's see, missed three-pointer, Sharp. Missed driving layup, Uzan. Missed three-pointer, Sharp. Missed jumper, Sinak. Missed jumper, Uzan. Missed step back three, Uzan. So missed driving layup, Flemings. And then Milos finally got into the paint, got fouled, and ended the scoring drought overall, making 2 free throws, and then hit a pull-up jumper. And then the offense last 8 minutes was much better, but that almost 7-minute scoring drought.
Yeah.
Offense really bogged down, not enough movement, player movement, ball movement. Hey, learn from it and get better and bounce back tomorrow. I'm kind of curious to see what time they're going to play tomorrow and who they face.
Yeah, I'm also looking at the bench production. I know McCarty came in to hit a couple of threes, but Harwell playing 20 minutes and not producing that much offensively. And I know he's a McDonald's All-American, so he has to come out. He got to get those minutes. I don't care what Coach Sampson says. I mean, he's really project. I just know he has to get those minutes. He's not going to be sitting, so he just has to produce more. We need more from him offensively when he comes on the court. He has to be more of a threat offensively, less indecisive. A couple of times where he was indecisive on the drive and could have attacked the closeout and got to a pull up or attacked the basket. So he just has to be more aggressive and more decisive and when to attack the score. And he has to produce some offense. He has to because he's going to get those minutes and or Mercy or somebody else going to have to get an opportunity to play more minutes because those minutes that he's on the floor, whether CNAT goes to the bench and they go 4 guards, he played 20 minutes tonight. I mean, I don't know his plus minus negative, but he has to be able to produce more on his time on the court.
He was a flat 0 plus minus 0. So nothing good or bad, 0. But he's still indecisive in when to take the shot, when to drive, when to look for his own. He only took 4 shots, so he's trying to figure it out. Chris Sinak missed some good looks. Emmanuel Sharp getting that second foul really early in the game took him out of his rhythm completely for the rest of the game. He was a non-factor offensively, really. Yeah. Fluff, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. I can
Excellent.
hear you guys.
All right.
Go Coogs. What's up, baby? What's going on?
What are your thoughts on the game, man?
I mean, I think it's a tough one. I want to be discreet as I can, but real, but even, just truthful. Kingston's our best player. He's our best player, and the fans might want to know why I'm saying that is because it seems like everything else we're trying to make happen. You know what I mean? We're trying to see if we could get CNAC the ball. Right now it's kind of seeming like he's a glass eater. Not saying that he doesn't have moves or whatever, but they're not quick enough as far as what to get done. As far as when he has his opportunity, he was 2 for 8. Not saying that that's a big deal, but Ooze was a little more aggressive. But man, like we had to just, like I said, we talked about last night last night about who initiates the offense is is going to be huge down the stretch as we keep going and figuring it out. But like Chris said earlier on in the season, it is early in the season, but in the beginning was let's take some bumps now. We'll take a couple bumps now, and by the end we could cut these nets down. So I think tonight was good. I think Tennessee is a good team. Well coached. We lost a tough one.
Fluff, your thoughts on it? I said it and going to get your thoughts on it. I love seeing Kingston wave off the screen late in the game and take it on him and drive into the paint. What are your thoughts on that play?
Hey, Chris, let me ask you: is that a rhetorical question?
Yes. No. I want you to
no,
say
I'm not.
it.
No, I'm messing with you. Of course, I love that. Of course, I love that. Of course, I love that. And that's what it is. You know what I mean? That's big time.
And JoJo got to finish better. He had a great drop step move, open, and missed the left hand layup. I mean, it was right. That was
Yeah.
one of his best moves I've seen him make. And he
Yeah.
didn't finish. So he's got to finish. Kris missed shots. A lot of the shots, not a good number of the shots Kris took were good shots. He missed them. His turnaround shot, I think he's
Yeah.
comfortable with those shots. He missed them. And this is college basketball, folks. This is not an insult when I say it, but guys leave. Juwan Roberts is done. He was here 6 years. He ain't coming back. Okay? This is who we have. Chris Sinak is going to be fine. JoJo is going to be fine because they're going to keep, whether we like it or not, they're going to keep feeding him the ball in the post. Okay? So whether we like it or not, he's got to produce. He's got to make those shots.
Cenac, one thing about it, he's still getting, he get 10, he got 11 rebounds tonight. So when he adds his points, that's going to make our team go through the roof. From what it seems like, he going to get 10 rebounds.
But
Tugler, I think Tugler had 3
he's away
rebounds,
on
4
defense.
rebounds. That can't happen either. I know we're saying we want him to be more of an offensive threat, but we definitely want him to be on that glass defensively and offensively more. We need him on that glass, whether he's scoring or not.
And great point. And let's say it. Let's be real about this too. Tennessee big man Carey, he big man JoJo on that free throw.
Yeah, on the free throw putback.
Yeah.
That cannot happen. That as a Cougar big man, Cougar basketball, that cannot happen. It's 2 games in a row that an opponent has scored off a missed free throw on a putback. Can't happen. But it's happened twice now.
You're not, not in that situation. Not ever, but definitely not in that one.
Yeah, JoJo got to be tougher. Definitely got to grab boards. That's like number one. Those are the things that he got to be great at. Defense, rebounding. He can't have 3 rebounds. I'm sure that's something Coach Sampson and staff gonna harp on. He got to have a lot more rebounding. But I'm just, when I'm watching, I need more from Hartwell. I haven't seen nothing, especially just in his minutes. He got to be produced. He played 20 minutes. He got to produce something. He too indecisive. I haven't seen nothing for him looking like a McDonald's All-American. I ain't seen a flash. I ain't seen nothing. And he getting the minutes. We needed something from him tonight. But like Fluff said, man, Kingston is clearly our best player. So when we go on that drought like that, I mean, give it fall in his hands and stop. I don't want to say stop trying to run actions, but it's simple. It really can be simple. You can run your action, but get it to him in a pick and roll and let him just make a play. I think, like Fluff said, we trying to do this. It looks you could tell, but we need something from Kris Sinak. I think more touches for him early to get him a flow. That's what it looks like. He needs to, once he touch it early, he look like he gets in a good rhythm early.
I think his air ball jumper early in the game just kind of took his confidence away because his offense and his defense, he rebounded okay, but he was late on the rotations on defense. He got caught. Him and Tugler got caught in what to do on the high screens, on the pinch down. Tennessee guards got open on the threes. They didn't step out to take that 3-pointer away. They were late on that. So, as Coach Sampson said last night, JoJo has to play better. As a veteran front court player, he's got to play better. And he hasn't. He had more assists tonight than rebounds. Who would have thought that?
Yeah.
He had 5 assists and 3 rebounds.
And it's just like one of those things, like, I don't want to get, I'm not on the staff, but like, I don't want JoJo to get too caught up on offense. Sometimes when your offense gets better, it's like Dylan Brooks. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, he got a little better offensively, but
His
lock into what got you got
rebounding and block shots.
Yeah. Lock into what, us depending on him to score won't get us the national championship. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
So it's like,
Fluff, what did you think about Houston whenever they went on the scoring drought? What did you see? What did you feel was a problem down those 6 minutes where they just couldn't get on a scoreboard?
I think sometimes we don't force the issue on makes and misses. Like meaning like it's okay, we might get the rebound or we might take it out quick and try to do some like quick hitting, like a quick hitter play instead of coming down if we don't have it. Now we're running a whole play. I think if we should try to be a little more aggressive in transition when we're in droughts. Like, yo, somebody try to make a play early. It don't have to be a layup, but like Kingston might hit it downhill, kick it to Sharp. He might drive it. Like we said, like Sharp is being more creative as far as with the basketball off the dribble. He might create for somebody else. So it's like just being a little more aggressive when we're in a drought instead of trying to figure out, yo, let's try to run this play. Let's try to get this point. Let's try to get these points off of these plays that we're running instead of making plays.
Agreed. And give
Yeah,
Tennessee credit for the defense.
yeah, I was
They
just about
played
to say that,
great
Chris.
defense.
'Cause- Yep. I was just
And
about to say that. They did
and
a good job of denying the pass. Sorry to cut you off, Chris.
yes,
I was just
that's what I
they
was gonna say. They
because
did
they
a great
yep.
job denying the pass. And in situations like that, the Cougs have to just disregard sets. And it comes down to basic
And more
stuff.
back doors. More
Yes,
back doors. They're denying. Go back door. When there's a back door action, the opposite big or the big, if we're playing one big, whatever it is, can come and set the screen. And then now he rolled. But now we have action. Sometimes that guard on the wing, they're denying you. Just go back door. So now I can fill that spot. Or whoever's playing a point can fill it, or has the basketball can fill that spot. And now we have spacing and still make plays. We don't have to get caught up in really trying to
right.
make that play or that pass to the wing to initiate the next thing that's going to happen on offense. He needs to just dive, and then we we keep going from there. But we'll figure it out. Those
Yeah,
guys,
I'm not worried
we
about
got the
that.
best coaching staff in the world. They're gonna go back to the drawing board, watch film all night with their suits on, and
It it's it
and figure it out.
it comes I think another factor is this is a really young team
Yeah.
asked to do a lot. And I'm pretty sure these freshmen and redshirt freshmen have not seen defense like this so far. So they did not know, haven't learned to. If you're being overplayed, go back door.
Right.
That's not a coaching thing. When you're on the court in the game action, you got to know what to do. You got to know when to react. If you're being defended a certain way, you got to know what to do to counter that move. They're going to learn from this. This is November. This shouldn't be a problem in December and January, February. I'm not, like I said, I'm more disappointed in the defensive lapses because I think the offense, the potential there is through the roof.
Yes.
The
Yes.
defense
Shouts to
is where,
Ooze, man, picking it up. Shouts to Ooze.
because once again, an opponent did work on the Cougs in the paint. 38-30 in the paint, and it was like 32-14 or 18 at some point. It was really bad until down the stretch. So that's something that the staff and the players got to say. Look, we're being outworked in the paint, and part of that, as Deion said last night, our guards getting beat off the dribble. You got to keep your man in front of you because when you don't, that breaks down the defense, and then you got to rotate. And if you're not on an issue, if you're not on a string defensively, a whole bunch of layups going to be scored too. And Tennessee did that as well.
And like I love when Chris does this is fact in the fact of sometimes a team played well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's sometimes it's not just that we didn't do this and we didn't do that. Tennessee came out and they punched us in the mouth a little bit. You know what I mean? And they were ready to go. And I don't think we reacted terribly to that. I think we just didn't react good enough to get the win. You know, the late three by Kingston. I mean, if that's a little earlier, we might have a different discussion about what's going on. So it's a difference between maybe 4 to 5 plays in a game. But I'm not gonna say Tennessee's a better basketball team. They was better than us tonight.
Let's pause for a second, real quick. We'd like to thank everybody that has taken the time out of this Tuesday evening to join us on this edition of Let's Rage Cougs, the original Houston postgame show going back to 2022. A big thank you to Steve Saxenian for being the primary sponsor of this edition of LRC. And of course, we also like to say thank you to our secondary sponsor on this edition, which is Star Pizza, with multiple locations throughout the Houston area. Star Pizza is your go-to spot before or after the game. Be sure to check them out online at starpizza.net or on social media at starpizza HOU on X, Star Pizza Houston, Texas on Instagram. Looking at the final box score for Houston, and you guys mentioned Kingston Flemings had a great bounce back offensively, 25 points on 10 of 15 shooting, went 3 or 4 on his threes, had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, just 2 turnovers. Manos Uzan right behind him, 17 points on 7 of 15 shooting. He had 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and then it dropped off by quite a bit of a margin. Emmanuel Sharp was the third leading scorer with 8 points, just 1 rebound, just 1 assist. Only played 21 minutes because of foul trouble, and then he injured something in the middle of the game. Came back. Hopefully, that's not a long-term issue that bothers him and hinders him. Chase McCarty came in, hit 2 threes in the first half, and then didn't do much else. He was the fifth leading scorer with 6 points, 2 of 3 shooting. JoJo Tugler was the fourth leading scorer with 7 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. Chris Senack had 5 points on 2 of 8 shooting in the game.
Man, we got to give Mercy a shot. I mean, we got to.
We got to, man.
It's not going to happen though.
Mercy played just 8 minutes tonight.
No. I agree with y'all, but Coach Sampson.
He played how many minutes, Andy? Sorry, Chris. I'm sorry.
8 minutes.
Coach
Did he
Sampson
score?
is
I
on
don't remember him
Mercy's ass
scoring.
for defensive lapses.
0 for 2 shooting. 0 for 2 shooting.
He is on him. He's probably harder on Mercy than maybe he should be.
I think that's not an excuse, but everybody's having the same defensive lapses Mercy's having. Ain't nobody
Right.
having.
Like I said, I agree with you.
It's not that I don't want to hear that, but like, come on.
I want to
like,
hear it, D.
But no. That's what I'm saying. Like, 'cause it's like, before you got on, I was saying how hard was a McDonald's All-American. He's gonna get 20 minutes. It's no question. He's gonna get that. And so, like Chris is saying, where does Mercy minutes come from? That's really what Chris is saying. And so it's like,
yeah,
he needs them, but it's like, where
Maybe
they gonna come
sometime we
from?
go 4 guards and a big.
That's what they do with McCarty.
but
McCarty
it's
hit
not
2 or
Mercy
3s,
though.
and he only played 8 minutes.
So,
I'm saying I know they do it with McCarty. I'm saying like maybe sometimes try McCarty, sometimes try Mercy.
no, but when we heard and the announcer said it, when Kelvin yelled and the mic caught it, when Mercy picked up that foul, and Kelvin said, "You do this every day," that was a foul. That tells me he is hard on Mercy, hard on, and you can say it's not right. He should be like that on everybody else. But I'm telling you, Mercy has a very, very. It's clear to us.
Yo, it's a sidebar, but no, we haven't talked because we talked a lot about him last year because he was a big part of the team. How was Terrence doing at North Carolina State?
Nothing. What I've been told, nothing.
I don't even think he really playing much.
Yeah, yeah.
But see, that's a tale of what we're talking about, though. Because if he's not playing that much at North Carolina State, no disrespect, Terrence, you forever be a cool, but that means that your talent pool is kind of lower than that level, right?
Yeah.
So if you're lower than that level, Mercy should have got even more of a shot last year. I'm just saying, like, and last year I was the one going, man, I don't know about Mercy. But like when I'm watching it, it's like he could get 12 minutes sometime, 15 minutes. You know? But hey.
It's like he gets in to be like, I got you in. That's how it looks to me.
That's about what it is. that's about what it is. Because
wasn't Mercy top 70 coming out of high school?
Top 100. Top 100.
You know, that's another discussion. That's why
on your poll. So He may have ended up being like around 75 or 80, something like that, you know.
Okay.
But Isaiah Harwell he's not close to 100% healthy from when he tore his ACL. And then he re-injured the knee this offseason. So he's not where he will be, which is most assuredly why he's going to come back for another year. Because
Is he?
healthy, he would have been considered a first-round pick, but he's not. So
Well,
he
can he
knows
redshirt that?
It's
Or is it too late now?
Too late.
Too late now. Well, no, 33% of the season, but they're not going to redshirt him. He's gonna. I mean, he's missed the games because of the flu. He missed the game because of an ankle issue, whatever.
Wouldn't that be kind of smart though, Chris, to go ahead and redshirt, come back next year?
But who are they going to play? They're going to redshirt Bryce Jackson.
Play Mercy. I know.
Not,
I'm messing with Chris, really.
Y'all know he ain't gonna play Mercy.
I'm messing with Chris. I just want to see Chris keep saying it ain't gonna happen. I know it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I just messing with Chris.
But
hey, man, we gotta trust the GOAT, man. The GOAT must have another plan. We gotta trust what the GOAT want to do. Coach Sampson want to do. Hey, he might. Hey, we gotta roll with it. He done took us this far.
If we agree or disagree, we just hey.
Chris, what do you think about that question about what's the difference if he redshirts or not?
His talent level. He's 6'6", and his right now his issue is confidence in himself.
I don't know if it's confidence, Chris. We throw that out, but I don't know that. We can't say that, Chris. Chris, we can't say confidence though.
When Coach Sampson,
I don't know if that's confidence.
Coach Sampson has told us he has to tell Isaiah, son, when you're open, shoot that ball. You can shoot it. That's confidence. He doesn't. He
I don't know when I'm watching him. I'm not seeing it play it on.
Where's he from again?
What, Idaho/Utah?
Let me tell you something. It can be a culture shock too.
Good, yeah.
It could be a culture shock too because I know practice a little more. You know what I mean? Than what he was doing in Idaho.
But what I wanted to say is after in postgame last night, Emmanuel said he tweaked his ankle. That's why, you know, they said during the broadcast he had blood on his knee or something like that. Emmanuel said it was an ankle issue. So maybe his ankle flared up again today. Maybe that's why he didn't play after the 2 fouls, why he didn't play more. But I wanted to see Chase McCarty get more time. He found him, you know, he made 2 threes.
Yeah, then they went away.
I wanted to see him, you know, he played 9 minutes, 8 minutes?
9 minutes.
What is it, 2 for 3 from 3?
2 for 3 from 3. He hit his first 2, didn't play. It says 0 minutes in the second half. So
yeah, I was surprised by that. Disappointed by that.
We got to figure this out this year, man, because we'll talk when we get off, but we got to figure that out this year because, man, that might be the difference between us Final Four championship, winning championship.
But the Cougs were 9 for 16 on layups. 9 for 16. Tennessee was 14 for 23. So the fact they had 23 layup attempts is a problem. It's concerning to me about the Cougs defense.
Right.
And they made 14 of them.
I don't think our defense is Cougar ready yet. It's
correct.
We're not Cougar ready yet right now. We're not Sampson's standard right now.
But as much as we're harping about the offense and that shooting drought, that field goal drought, they missed 10, 11 in a row. The team still shot 46% for the game.
And had a chance to win it
because of defense.
Or the tie.
They couldn't get stops. They didn't get stops down the stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Cougs up, and this team is different. Let's be clear on that. But Houston teams in previous years have won games shooting 30% because the defense was elite. The rebounding was elite. Not a lot of times a Houston Cougar team would shoot 46% in previous years and lose. Happened tonight.
We ain't got that culture player. It should be JoJo, but he ain't looking that tough
He
and
hasn't played
rugged.
well yet. He has to. He has
Just
to.
yeah, I'm just saying just pure toughness and like that offensive rebound. That's supposed to be that's our culture. And he got bullied down there and pushed out on into the basket. And so maybe Sacco need to be in there a little bit more because he
He's
tough. He
starting. He's
like
starting to play better. Yeah.
he's starting to. So I mean, we're gonna trust Go Samson though.
But again, credit to Tennessee. They played well. The defense was on point until Kingston Fleming said, "I got this down the stretch," and went to work in the paint. Got to the paint.
That's a bad, how Stephen A. Smith say, Kingston Fleming, that's a bad man.
Yeah.
Okay? That's a bad boy. I told y'all. I'm going to tell y'all every show now.
That's why I was surprised he missed those 2 layups really badly. He kind of tossed up 2, but after that, he was fine.
He was 10 for 15, Chris.
But he still missed 2 layups.
No, I got you. No, I understand what you're saying. But I just want to let you, I just want you to really, a freshman in that environment, Kingston Fleming was 10 for 15.
Yes.
That's
After
I want him to make everything, but I'm just saying
he's special.
he's special, man. He got a special brain. Kingston has a special. He's been around whoever, I know some people that's been around him, but his culture has been amazing before he got the University of Houston.
Agreed.
He you could just tell like he is ready to perform every night. He ready to
And
go.
I'm going to say this, and it clearly is hyperbole because it's only, 6
Game
games,
7.
7 games into his career.
Game 7.
When he kind of took over down the stretch, I said to myself, this is Jamal Shead again. He is going to carry this team down the stretch to win basketball games.
Yes. Yes.
That's a great feeling. That's a great feeling
When
to
he
know.
got it, I'm good. Like when
Yeah.
I'm watching the game, first half, second half, late, miss, make, even when he missed, I'm like, okay, Kingston, get back. I like when he has the basketball, I know that he is in control and we're good. I know that.
Even
And
if
that's
he's
a
a
great feeling
freshman,
also.
it's almost like you're surprised when he makes a turnover.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where he is right now so far. So that's the positive I take. And I think I saw a comment earlier about the Coogs bigs being late on defense. Well, Sacco and Sinak, this is their first month playing Cougar defense in the regular season. Our concern is really to the big man who's been here 3 years. Tugler, he's the one. Blocked shots last night, that's great. But he's in foul trouble. Only 3 rebounds tonight. He got to do better on the glass. That's his role. First things first, hit the boards and close out that paint. And do not get bullied by another team's big.
That's bothering you, Chris.
It sure as hell is.
That is bothering you. I feel I'm at that. I tried to ignore it. Like let's move on. But it bothered me that way too. I know what you mean.
Because I expect more from the upperclassmen, the veterans, the returning players.
Yes.
I mean, speaking of upperclassmen, we ain't really elaborated on them. Milos and Kingston looking like a good backcourt mates together. These last 2 games, Milo's been consistent, and then Kingston just didn't shoot efficient last night. But tonight, he was looked like his normal self. So when them 2 are playing well like this together, I think it's bright. It's bright, looking bright for us at the end of the tunnel. But in a later, like I think I forgot how much time was on the clock. I want to get Houston to go come get the ball. That just me being selfish a little
Yeah,
bit,
I
wanting
wanted
him to
Kings to
come
take the
get it.
3, the last shot. I want him to,
I want
Yeah,
Kingston
yeah.
with it all night long.
he'll make the 50-footer.
Yes.
That's what I wanted. I didn't want the 50-footer.
I want everybody else to figure it out while he got it. You know? But I want Ooze with it too. I want Emmanuel to shoot. Like meaning like when of course he shoots, but I mean I want him to be in the role of I catch and shoot. Those guys create and they dance and they prance, and when I'm open, I knock it down for them. You know what I mean? Like, because we gotta have a guy like that.
I agree, but I also want him to get to the free throw line.
Okay.
Yeah, he's UVH's best free throw shooter.
You know, especially
him
when
against
the
Nokia.
bigs aren't right now getting to the free throw line. So where else is it gonna come from? You know, so
True.
got to get to the free throw line too.
Real quick
We're
to go
talking
to
about
Dion's
all this stuff on this great post-game show, the original post-game show for Houston Athletics. And it's November 25th.
Talk to him, Chris.
So what did you say down last night? Since 2022? Right? The original. Since 2022. Let's Rage Coogs. And I think everybody who, if you're new to the show, you can tell. We're going to keep it real. We're going to give it to you straight, call it like we see it, but also tell you what we know. And we're not going to sugarcoat it. If we think a player's not playing up to his standards, we're going to say so. If someone's the best player, we're going to say so.
I know they probably hate OG a little bit, but meaning myself. But man, I'm Coug alumni. You know what I mean? I'm a former player. You know, when the former players are watching the game and you see that big UH on their chest, not saying I know we wasn't home, but you know what I mean? Just, when you in the game with them. So, you watching it as a player, even though you're a fan and a former player, you're in the mix with them mentally and emotionally. So yeah, like you said, Chris, we're gonna call it like we see it. You know what I mean? It's all love, and we're gonna give flowers when you get them and when you deserve them.
We're going to give credit when it's due, but we're going to be critical when it's due as well.
Chris, do you have any idea who Houston might potentially play tomorrow?
No, I was trying to look right now. I have no idea. So it'd be another 1-1 team, whoever that could be.
Maybe it could be St. John's. That'd be a good matchup.
Yeah, we show you we show that the point guard is still in business. Patino, that's my guy. No, but hey, Rick, we show you a point guard tomorrow. We got to see it now.
But we'll find out. Hopefully, well, I mean, it probably depends on the results of the later games. Yeah. As long as it's on TNT, I'm good with that. It doesn't matter.
No, TNT is cool.
But yeah, I'm good with this. And JoJo Tugler, defensively on the rotations. Again, Tugler, Kris, they're not. The defense overall is not up to Cougar defense. We see it. We say it. The guards are getting beat too often off the dribble and the perimeter, which causes breakdowns, rotations on the back line. But if this is a problem in January, then I'll be concerned. I'm not concerned in November. They'll figure this out because they have before. And I think all of us remember Juwan Roberts, his redshirt freshman year offensively was nothing. I mean, he was not a threat. He became that. He developed into that. He was in the program a long time. Kris and Knack doesn't have that time. Kris is going to be gone. He's a one and done. So he's got to get better.
Let me say this, Chris. He has to continue to perform.
Yes, he has to get better game to game and improve month to month. We don't have years wait for him. He's got to get better.
No, what I'm saying, even about the one and done thing, like the season could get away from you of not performing. We've seen that with the kid Justin. What's his name? Justin Edwards from Kentucky.
Right.
You got it. Like whoever's in his camp or whoever's is guiding Big Kris, please tell him, come on, big fella. We gotta play well every night, or we gotta die trying every night to make sure we get up out of here on a one and done move.
But Tennessee's freshman big man Nate Ament, he struggled against the Cougs' physicality.
Yeah.
So, both freshman big men did not shoot the ball well. Nate was 1
I
for
feel
8.
like Ooze
Chris was 2 for
could
8.
have concentrated a little more on that half court shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't even try. He just
Yeah,
slung
you
it.
know what I'm saying? Like he threw it,
It
but it's
wasn't even. It
like,
wasn't even a real. Yeah. I
yeah,
seen
yeah.
that.
Like
I
I feel like
seen
he
that.
could have tried to make that a little more. We crazy a little bit.
Yeah,
We
I
want to
see.
win
I was thinking
everything.
that though.
Hey, I know if Ooze seen this, he like, come on, bro. I tried to make it from out. Like, bro, you should have held. Imagine somebody said, man, you should have held your follow through, man, at the half court line. Come on, man. I feel that way though. I seen him throw it up though, and I'm like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
I think Milos had another dribble too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
said
had
that
one
with
more.
2
He had
seconds
the.
left on the clock.
When he stepped up to him, he could have gave him like a little in and out or a cross, and then got it up. You know what I mean?
But I love this show, man. I love my brothers. I love the audience.
Love y'all too, man.
You know,
I really appreciate y'all adding me on here, man. I look forward to this every game.
and I love the comments and the questions and the viewers. I think we passed the total from last night. That's great.
Yes.
Join us again. Well, we got to wait and see what time the game will be tomorrow, but we're going to do
But at
post-game
some
show after
point
that as
tomorrow.
well. But we need to see more from JoJo Tugler on the boards for sure.
Hey Chris, I know you're saying we need to see more from him, but I need some more block shots and rebounds.
That's
If
what I
he
meant,
had
on the
2
board.
points, if he had 3 points, 14 rebounds, 3 blocks, seven deflections, and 4 steals, give me that JoJo.
Yeah, the only JoJo I want offensively, really, for him scoring is on putback dunks and like quick
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
yeah.
I'm not the staff. They're trying to make him into a low post threat.
If it's the summertime and you ain't work with a king, it's a dream. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes,
Yo, Andy liked that one.
That's a good one. That's a
Andy
good one,
liked
Fluff.
that one.
That's a good
yes.
one.
Andy, y'all like that? I see Andy's face when I said. He said, "Wow, that was a bar
That was
for
tough.
sure."
That was
If you
tough
are
on that guy.
big and you playing for the University of Houston and you ain't worked with a king, it's just a dream. I'm telling you now.
But you know what? I just thought about this, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong. JoJo missed a lot of the offseason with his foot in the boot.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think he got cleared until it might have been September. So he
Yeah,
finally got
so
clearance, and he didn't
you
get
know
full contact. I think he might have missed one of the scrimmages that they had because
he did. Good call there too, Andy. So I forgot about that. So he's behind the ball
He's
too.
just willing back into shape.
Yeah. So that's still something to remember about him. And Sacco really didn't get cleared till September either with the back surgery that he had. So he started to come around. So
Hey,
the
college
potential
like
is
the
still there.
NBA now, man. If they got you if you high in the depth chart and you hurt, you coming back and you playing. Only person I seen during my time do that was Lanny Smith.
Oh,
What?
nothing. What happened, Fluff? You still there, right? Yeah.
I'm saying
No.
why did everybody pause on that one?
No, I thought we lost you again. That's why.
No, he didn't lose me. Why did everybody stop? I'm saying he was the only guy I seen like when be hurt and come back and right in the lineup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm ready. I guess times are different now as far as when you're hurt. If you're high on that depth chart, you just come right back and get it. Sometimes guys got to come off the bench for a couple games and then, get their usual minutes back.
And the numbers kind of lie to a point because the Cougs won the battle of the boards.
Mm,
Second half, especially 18-12.
mm.
But the second chance points and the points in the paint, that's what hurt the team. And that's really what led to the loss.
What's Baylor's record out here?
They lost today, so
The
I
first
think
game they lost was today against St. John.
1-1.
Okay. Okay. So we probably play Baylor or St. John's?
Well, we can't play Baylor, right, Chris?
I don't believe teams in the conference can face each
Oh, we
other.
can't play them. Okay. All
I
right.
think, but it'd be probably like I said another 1-1 team based on the standings and the differential and all that kind of stuff too.
If they want ratings, they just put St. John's. Or whoever is in charge
It
of the
could be Coogs and St. John's. That's the matchup I wanted on day one for Houston. But I don't know if this question is serious. Why is JoJo guarding the perimeter? Have you seen him defend on the perimeter? One of the reasons why he was named Big 12 Conference Player of the Year last year defensively because of his versatility on defense and his ability to defend on the perimeter. But he has to play better. He has to rebound more and stay out of foul trouble. But I was surprised Tennessee at times they doubled him in the post.
Really? Yeah, I know that was I couldn't believe that.
So the threat of him, I mean, that's how he got 5 assists. Honestly. But this team has potential. We all see it. This team was not going to go undefeated. We all knew that too. I am looking forward to this. I have high expectations for the team. Chris Sinak, Isaiah Harwell. I'm not sure what else Kingston can do for in any of our eyes. Just be consistent.
Yeah.
He's out of here.
And he's been consistent. I agree, Fluff.
I
Chris
think
would
so too.
tell you.
Damn,
6 out of the 7 games he's played, he's been that guy. He's been playing at that level consistently.
But what if he's not a lottery pick though, Fluff?
I think he is.
I think he would if he keeps playing how he's done to start.
Chris,
the
I
season.
want him to. Hey, Chris, I'm gonna miss him too. I want him to come back too.
No, it's not a question about missing him.
I'm just saying. But Chris, he's going in the territory right now of not just best freshman in the country. He's looking like one of the best guards in the country. Like just players, period. Like it's getting to that. Sometimes they're like, yo, he's the best freshman. Oh, he's the best freshman. Kingston Fleming is starting to look like one of the best players in America. That's the difference.
So I know you talk about this a lot too online, but how it's beneficial being young versus a couple of players who may be equal as good as guards, but they may be sophomores and juniors. Well, he's in his youth, so the NBA is already projected. Dang, he's this good right now at 18. What would he look like at 21, 22?
I always give the example of that. And I probably said it on here 50 times, but I'll say it again. I always give the example of me and Derrick Rose. I was 22 years old. He was 18, 19 years old. The numbers I was getting was video game, but at the same time, he didn't reach my age yet. So whatever somebody's saying I'm doing, not saying it doesn't count, but in the subject of what's your ceiling, his ceiling was so much higher. So that's Kingston. So I guess from the question Chris asked me, I guess Kingston does remind me of Derrick Rose a little bit. You know what I mean? Because his ceiling is so high because his youth is so strong.
I agree. I'm kind of curious to hear what the scouts who are in Vegas, what their take will be after these 3 games if they say, "Oh yeah, he's a lottery pick." Period. End of discussion. Or if some of them are still saying, "No, he's still a late first round pick. He might be in the low teens, something like that."
I tell you what, and this might cause some issues, but I got broad shoulders. I tell you what, they're taking him before they take Tahad Pettiford.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's huge. For him to just be getting started, that's huge. If you ask the NBA scout right now, and I'll try to give me some information for when we come back, but I'm gonna make some calls. But I guarantee if you ask the scout right now, who are they taking? You taking Kingston or you taking Tahad? They're taking Kingston.
in the mock draft, I saw Kingston was 19 and Tejada was like 32, 33, something like that. He was still in the
I
second round.
sent one today on where Kingston's 8.
So, yeah. If he's a lottery pick,
Never
I have
know.
no issue with that. But it could be up to him too. It could be a family decision. They'd be like, maybe he wants. I don't agree with this logic, but maybe they're like, son, we don't need the money. You can be the Big 12 Conference Player of the Year, All American next year. What else? Accomplish what you didn't accomplish this year. Whatever. Who knows? It could be their family decision, and they say, go ahead and do that. But I'm like, your first round pick you got guaranteed money. Go ahead. Go.
Cause he think about this. What's the guy name that played at Baylor? Plays with Utah now. It's George. What's his first name?
Keyshawn George.
Keyshawn George.
Keontae George, he out of
Yes,
Dallas.
him. Yeah, Keontae George. I'm sorry, Keontae
Hey,
George.
come on. D had to. D had to tell us that he out of Dallas.
That's
Okay,
it.
we got. Okay,
Yep.
D, I got you. Okay, D-Town. But his freshman year wasn't nothing like Kingston. He struggled half of the year. It was like up and down when he was at Baylor. And then what did they take him? 13, 14?
Yeah.
I think Kingston's shooting like 58% from the field. I think that they're looking at that too. 55. What is it, about 55, 56? What we got, Andy? What is Kingston
He's
shooting from the
shooting
field?
50 from the three.
Let me see if I can
Something
pull up
like
the
that
season
too. Yeah.
stats.
But we're saying all this. We believe he's going to be consistently good for the rest of the season. Now, if he goes into a slump for a week or two, will that change some folks' minds? Or will some folks say, I'm convinced. I believe in his potential. His ceiling is through the roof.
He's shooting 63% from the field, 50% on threes. He
Yo,
just shot 67% from the field in tonight's game, 3 of 4
yo.
from 3-point line. So that's only going to go up after tonight. 16 points a game, 5 assists, a steal.
He's special.
He's
Fluff
special.
was right. He is special.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna be honest though. I thought he was gonna be a contributor. I didn't know he was gonna be this special. I'm not gonna be that guy either. Like, I didn't know he was gonna be this special this early. I thought maybe mid-season tournament time, but I didn't think Kingston was gonna come right out the gate. Like, listen, this is my show. You know what I mean? I didn't think that.
And I respect you. I respect you for saying that. Which
Yes, sir.
gets me back, and I think all of us back to the defense. Because I think we believe Kingston is that guy that come pressure time, pressure busting pipes, Kingston's going to say, I'm going to make the play. But the question is, will this team get better defensively to make those key stops to let
Yeah,
Kingston shine and get that game-winning bucket,
yeah.
that game-winning assist? That's the issue now. So it's
Yeah,
kind of flipped.
we gotta figure that out.
Yeah, got to figure out the defense, get the stops.
Yeah.
No, it's also way too early, but I was just curious because you guys mentioned Baylor guards, and I was thinking of VJ Edgecombe before. And again, he has a whole season as a resume, but last year for Baylor, he had 15 points a game, 3.2 assists, shot 43% from the field, 34% on threes, and obviously he went third overall last year. Very small sample size right now, only 7 games for Kingston, but I just showed you his season stats. So right now, Kingston Flemings is doing way better than VJ Edgecombe did a year ago. 7 games in, granted, but still something to keep an eye on and compare for comparison.
Conference play will tell a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we might be going overboard with Kingston, the praise for Kingston right now in November. Come January, it might flip the script, and Chris Sinak might be coming into his own and being the team's best player. Who knows?
Right.
We're in the moment right now. But it's
I
great
can see
to be in the
that.
moment
I
right
can
now.
see that as time go.
Yeah. But there were times, we saw it last night, the veterans E-Man and Milo stepped up. So it's good to have that kind of security blanket as well.
Yes, sir.
Which goes back to the point. The overriding point is the team's defense has to get to that Kelvin Sampson level of defense. Because they do that, we think the ability and potential offensively is a lot higher than recent years, but the defense is not up to par yet.
Chris, I'm trying to see if we can get any audio post game, but they still haven't uploaded. So we'll see. They haven't even uploaded the post game codes. I'm curious to see what
You're
Kelvin
trying to
had
look
to
at
say.
the Dropbox account?
Correct. They haven't uploaded it yet, but
Oh yeah, they're late on that. So if it's not on the
probably won't get them for the show. But still, I'm curious. I'm curious to see what Kelvin Sampson had to say after this game.
Agreed. So it might be on the UHF Athletics YouTube account, but that's going to probably be late as well.
Yeah, they posted it. I want to say they posted it about an hour after we went off last night. So we will see. And then obviously, of course, we also try to wait and see who they end up facing off on Wednesday. And hopefully it's not like last year when we had to stay up until 2 in the morning. What was it? 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning show for Thanksgiving. So hopefully they don't get the late window. I'm curious to see where they put that championship game, because didn't they put the championship game at like 7:00, and then U of H had to play after the championship game?
Maybe. I don't know. I kind of remember Oregon playing late and winning it all. We were probably, I think, doing the show, when that game was being played. I don't remember, honestly.
Well, that being said, real quickly, I'd like to once again thank everybody. Like Chris mentioned earlier, we surpassed so far just in terms of live viewers where we were last night after the Syracuse win. And I mean, we had a good showing last night as well. So big thank you to everybody that's taking the time to join us on this Tuesday evening. And if this is your first time ever watching Let's Rage Coogs, tell a friend to tell a friend, and come back tomorrow whenever U of H and whoever their opponent is finishes. We will be back a few minutes after the game, and we'll talk all about whatever happened in that contest between Houston. And we are doing this after each and every single both men's basketball and football show. So if you're interested in checking out our Let's Rage Coogs football shows, we got one more regular season one left this upcoming Saturday afternoon after they take on Baylor. And again, like Chris mentioned earlier, Let's Rage Coogs, the original Houston postgame show going back to 2022. During that Elite Eight run is when LRC began, and we've been at it ever since. This is Let's Rage Coogs presented by the Saxenian family. Big thank you to Steve Saxenian. Also, big thank you to Mike and Jennifer Pittman with Star Pizza, with multiple locations throughout the Houston area. Star Pizza is your go-to stop for some hot, delicious pizza, and they have a lot of great appetizers too, and various desserts, which Chris can attest to about the desserts and how good they are. Check them out online, starpizza.net, Star Pizza HOU on X, Star Pizza Houston, Texas on Instagram. If you are new to the channel, hit the like button on this edition, whether it's on the Houston Round Bar Review YouTube channel, Potsdam Jam on YouTube or X, and repost. Any little thing helps. And if you are interested in potentially being a future sponsor on the show, reach out via email at letsragecoogs@gmail.com, all lowercase. Once again, for those of you who may be listening to the audio only, that's letsragecoogs, all lowercase, no extra symbols, at gmail.com. Once again, the final score from Vegas, 17th-ranked Tennessee comes away with a 76-73 victory over Houston. For the Cougars, the leading scorer was Kingston Flemings with 25 points, 10 of 15 shooting, 3 of 4 on threes, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Picked up 2 turnovers in the loss. Milos Uzan had 17 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. He also had 2 turnovers in the loss. And then Emmanuel Sharp was the third leading scorer for Houston, 8 points on 3 of 8 shooting, had just 1 rebound and 1 assist. And again, Houston will be back tomorrow. Time to be determined, opponent to be determined. But whenever that time is, we will be here shortly to discuss all about UH and their opponent.
I'll go. as always, thank you to my brothers for their insight and comments on another great show, Let's Rage Coogs. Thank you to everyone for the questions and the comments, the viewers on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I like what Andy's saying. Tell a friend and tell a friend about Let's Rage Coogs post-game shows. Join us again Wednesday. We're going to do it again after the Cougs game. And follow me on the platforms, Houston Roundbar View on social media. And for Coug fans, if you haven't seen it already, I posted some post-game comments from Jarris Walker. He finally had a good game for the Pacers. Scored 21 points last night for the Pacers. That's on that video's comments are on YouTube and Instagram and threads at Houston Roundbar Review. Once a Coug, always a Coug. So, we're going to discuss you here on this platform and keep you in mind of the Cougs. And even guys like Arsenal. Fluff said it, forever a Coug. But it's much love to everyone. See you again on Wednesday. And reminder, since 1994, the Houston Round Ball Review, local name, global perspective.
Every time we do it, it's like the first time. But I just want to say, man, thank you for having me. Let's Raise Cools. Man, this is gonna be one of the best podcasts or shows, YouTube, whatever you want to call it. And for years to come, we're gonna stay consistent. We're thankful for all the fans that come on here and watch us do our thing. It's a joy. To the Houston Cougars, keep your head up. It's one game. We 6-1. We battle tested, and let's get back. Let's win them all. Get back to practice, and regroup and do what we do. We top 5 in America every year at some point, and we're gonna do that this year. And let's keep fighting to get that one shining moment for 2 of those days and a win. My platforms are Elm City Elite and Rob McKiver on Instagram. Check us out. We will be soon to be a top 5 team in the country in AAU youth basketball. Check us out. And hopefully we have some new Cougars coming to the H Town in years to come. Stay tuned. Go Cougs.
Man, tough one tonight, but it's not a loss, it's a lesson. We're gonna grow from it. We're gonna get better, get back to the drawing board. And we're gonna do that tomorrow, bounce back with the dub. Always good to join my brothers. And like Andy mentioned, if you want to be a potential sponsor of the show, you see how we rocking every night. Email us at letsbreakscoogs@gmail.com like you see on your screen. And we'll see you again tomorrow and on for the rest of the season after every game. And as always, go Cougs. Win, lose, or draw.